You know, these new data numbers were collected from between 1981 and 2010. That was the old data set. These new numbers that are just out today are going to replace that old data set, and the new numbers suggest that overall, over the last 30 years, our medium temperature has gone up by about a half degree.
Definitely an increase overall in temperatures.
It may not sound like a lot. According to the National Weather Service's new climate report, our mean temperature, the average for the year, has gone up almost a full degree to 70.1 over the last 30 years. When you break it down, month to month, the biggest gains in temperatures occurred in the months of March, August, September, and November, up nearly a degree. The only month that was cooler in the new data was in May, down nearly a half degree. Overnight temperature numbers, they're also up 1.1 degrees between 1991 and 2020. However, dig farther back into the weather history books, you'll find a big jump in our overnight numbers. Credit more people and more concrete.
Back in the 70s, when the population started to increase, on an exponential scale, we have overall increased the minimum temperatures by 7 degrees.
Switching to precipitation, the numbers, well,
I was just as shocked as you.
Overall, a decrease in rainfall is what we expected, but in this case, it was marginal, 1/100th of an inch compared to the old data. In other words, we went from an annual rainfall of 4.19 inches to 4.18 inches in our new normal. Doesn't sound right, especially with all the talk we've had about drought, but there is an explanation.
If you take a deeper look into what actually occurred those years, we have a handful of years that had anomalous amounts of precipitation.
That explains the first 15 years of the 30-year cycle. The last 15 years is where we really saw a drastic change.
We decreased significantly with the annual precip.
1/100th of an inch. That is the difference between the old data set and the new data set in terms of precipitation numbers. Now, coming up next hour, we're going to talk about exceptional drought status, which is something that we are into right now here in the Las Vegas Valley. Reporting live, Les Crippenden, Fox 5 News, local Las Vegas.